What's good, family? It's your boy Just Blaze, host of the best NBA pod in the game, Above the Rim. Keep it locked each week and join myself and a special guest as we tackle the latest rumblings in the league. If it's happening in the NBA, you know I got you covered. Make sure you subscribe on all platforms and leave that 5-star review. Let's get it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a problem. We have a problem. Ladies and gentlemen, we have problems. There is no way around this. There is no way to sugarcoat this. Based on two things that have transpired in the last 24 hours. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a problem.
Talk about it.
You are now tuned in to Above the Rim.
Family, welcome to another edition of Above the Rim, episode 90, brought to you as always by your honorable host. It's your boy Justin, aka Just Blaze. We back at it again for another installment of the best NBA pod in the game. And I brought two of my good homies here, two friends of the show, I might add, here tonight to close out the regular season here with me. First off, of course, you're familiar with both of them. First off, my guy Damo.
Yo, what's up, man?
Who the family has a lot of smoke for.
I heard.
With your LaFale tactics and your LaFale smoke that you brought.
Man, I guess I gotta be called the Braun Prophet or something, man. Because I be saying these things way ahead of time, and then I get all this smoke for no reason. I don't know, man.
Come on.
Y'all fans need to, y'all Braun sexuals need to come to the realization, man.
The realization. And also, I got my homie Melo Reem in the building. What's good, brother?
You already know.
3 to the head.
I'm back.
I tell you, and also, family, make sure you go out and go check out Reem Show as well. Let's Talk Sports
Let's
TV.
talk sports. You too. Shot the pilot. More to come.
Make sure you go check that out. And as always, family, you can find Above the Rim anywhere you listen to podcasts, whether that be iTunes, Stitcher, Google, Spotify, YouTube, lineups.com. To get in contact with your boy, you can hit me up and follow me on Twitter at JustBlaze_513. IG is JustBlaze513. On Facebook, search Above the Rim Podcast. Email the show as well, Above the Rim NBA Podcast at gmail.com. Call up to talk about it line as well. If you have any feedback, you already know. Leave your boy a voicemail, 908-718-1592. So, fellas, without further ado, closing out 2018-2019 NBA regular season.
The real season begins.
It's about damn time. Real season. It's as a whole, really quick before we jump into a Reem, I'm gonna start with you. How exciting would you say this regular season was? Was it better than you expected, or how you feeling about the season as a whole?
It was not really surprising about the season. Most of the teams that was supposed to be there, really made it. They said LeBron wasn't going to make the playoffs, so he was going to be eighth, and that happened. So, pretty cut and dry with the season. I liked everything that went on without a lot of turmoil, Harden gunning everybody down.
I feel like there was a little bit of extra drama this year. It was a little spicy, though, a little bit this season.
I think the refs built a lot of turmoil between teams and animosity.
Tensions were high, I would say.
Because you can't really get emotional in the game no more.
But they still do, though.
They try.
They try.
They try. They pump fake, miss punches.
A lot of hold me backs. There's a couple of those. Yeah, true.
They make attempts.
Meet me in the back. Meet me in the back.
There's a bunch of hold me backs, but wait, who did Devin? The ultimate hold me back was Devin Booker and who was it? Was it Georgie Jang?
Oh, yeah.
When he ran into the
Yeah. Yo, memo to all NBA players.
Come on, man.
Leave Serge Ibaka alone.
He's
not playing.
Serge.
He got that Congo hold.
He did. So I'm not gonna lie, man. This season was it was topsy-turvy, I guess. But like Damo said, man, it's the real season is now. It's time for that, man. So this episode we're gonna be getting into season awards, and we might as well dive in right now. Start off first. Coach of the year, fellas. Coach of the year. I'm gonna start everyone off here. I feel like there's a couple of main candidates for Coach of the Year. We got Budenholzer, we got Doc Rivers, we got Nate McMillan, we got Mike Malone, we got Kenny Atkinson. Those are a couple of the top candidates. And for me, I think ultimately Budenholzer is going to win Coach of the Year because his team, the Milwaukee Bucks, had the biggest improvement out of everyone in the league. They won 60 games this year. They got the number 1 seed in the NBA, so you got to give them love there. But me, fellas, my Coach of the Year for this year, I got to give it to Kenny Atkinson and BK. I got to give him to him, man. You know what? I got to show BK some love because I wasn't expecting them to make the playoffs at all.
Definitely not.
I definitely had them in like the 10th seed, scratching and clawing.
Them lottery.
Yeah, yeah, feeding for a draft pick. But I've been watching the growth and like the maturity in like the past 2 years, and I do feel like everyone on that team has taken a step forward, and they've all matured in that they're learning how to win together. You know, sometimes it means a little bit more when you see a team grow together and learn how to win together. So, and I go to a lot of Nets games too, so I actually see the growth in between them and
see how hard they play.
Yeah, and I like what they're doing. So for me, my Coach of the Year, I gotta give it to Kenny Atkinson. So Damo, I'm gonna start with you, Coach of the Year.
That was I was thinking about Kenny Atkinson. You know, he was definitely one of my picks. I'm slowly becoming a Brooklyn Nets fan. You know, especially since it's the home team.
Tell him.
But my Coach of the Year is Nate McMillan. Give it to him, man.
Okay, tell me why.
You lose your star player and you still got them guys going out there balling hard. I gotta give it to Nate McMillan, man.
Oh, I'm surprised by that,
Yeah.
Nate McMillan. So do you feel like is it because of what he did after Oladipo left, or even while he was with Oladipo?
I just feel like the culture that he put within Indiana. I think I have to give it to him off of that.
You know what's crazy? You got a soft spot for Indiana.
Yeah, you see that, right?
Yo, Reem, I came here two seasons in a row. Like he always say on the opening episode, he's always picking Indiana to make the playoffs when nobody picked them to make the playoffs.
I think not a lot of people is paying attention to them, man. They got something brewing over
You got
there.
a fetish for Indiana.
A little something, man. A little something.
Remo, what's going on? Coach of the Year.
Man, I'm gonna actually have to agree. I had Nate McMillan down as well.
Nate.
The only reason is because they lost Oladipo mid-season before the All-Star break, and everybody said, "Oh, they're gonna tank." They sustained it.
And you know what's? I'm sorry to cut you off. You know what's crazy? It's like, you know, they lost Paul George. You expected them to, all right, they're gonna go down and probably be a lottery team or something. Then they lose Oladipo. You thinking the same thing like you just said. They probably gonna dip down in the standings, and they just still there, like in the mid-tier of teams.
Yeah, not even they were top 3-4 for a majority of the season, but I think
They were.
I like what Nate did with empowering his players because you know Oladipo fell. They plugged in
Wesley Matthews. Yeah.
and that he coming off a Achilles, and you wouldn't even notice because you're giving 3-and-D. Then they got Sabonis playing good.
Bogdanovich.
Oh, he's balling.
He's been
He's
balling.
hooping.
Sabonis, too.
Sabonis. And Turner was out for some time as well.
True.
So you know what I'm saying.
So fellas, Reem, I'm gonna start with you. So no love for Doc Rivers up there in LA.
No, you know what? He's done amazing as well. Because, you know, you got rid of probably your most productive player in Tobias and then actually sustained it when everybody thought, you know.
They actually went higher a seed after that, actually.
Shout out to my man that the Lakers let go.
Zubac.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk about it. Zoo. Wow.
I
So
definitely agree with the Doc thing too, because I was thinking about him too.
see,
Well,
I have Doc higher than Nate McMillan on my like Coach of the Year, right? Because I feel like
because of the
he's
Western
doing.
Conference.
Yeah, he's in a tougher conference, and I feel like, you know, I always say Doc Rivers is like a leader of men. I always say that. To me, I feel like he's the best like leader type coach in the NBA, because I feel like he is like a, even though, excuse me, they have veterans on that roster. Pardon me. They still look at him as like a father figure. You get what I'm saying? Like no matter how old they are. So I feel like you have to have a certain cachet as a coach in order for players for all of them to respect you in that manner. So I got to give them some love for that. And I didn't have the Clippers making the playoffs this year either.
I think that more comes with like respect as a player coach, because you know when they once play the game, they can relate to a lot of that.
True.
the struggles and, you know what I mean, being gritty. What Doc does and what Nate Robinson does, they have, Nate McMillan, they have players that buy into their roles.
But
They don't.
Nate McMillan's a player's coach as well. He played in the league.
True.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They don't have players that play outside of their abilities. Everything that they're good at, they home in on that. They even found a home for Doug McDermott.
Yeah, Dougie McBuckets.
That's a good point. Like you always say, finding players, players finding a
Star in their role. Yeah,
Doc Rivers instituted that, and you see the same thing with Nate McMillan. So yeah,
that's true. Okay, Nate McMillan train. Okay, fellas.
Check us out.
All right, I'm not mad at that. So moving on, Rookie of the Year. This is another interesting award, and there's a heavy debate going on in this award. We got obviously it's going to be either Luka Doncic or it's going to be Trae Young. Luka's giving you 21-7-5 this year. Trae is giving you 19-8-3 this year. I'm going to let somebody else start first because I feel like everybody already knows my pick. So I'm going to give the facts. Remo, I'm going to start with you. Rookie of the Year. Who you got, brother?
Rookie of the Year, it should be the first co-rookie of the year since, 95?
Grant Hill and Jake Head?
Yeah, I think so. The reason for saying that, Luka came out the gates killing. But after All-Star break, he really tailed off.
A little before, too.
You know what I'm saying? A couple of injuries. Yeah, he
did a little bit.
He caught some triple doubles here and there.
Yeah, but my issue with him is he gets the numbers, but then on the negative, there's a lot of turnovers involved in that. A lot of shots, and they stop winning.
They're not winning at all.
But after he started performing, and they said, all right, we're going to give you the ball. Get out. Dennis Smith, get out of here. A lot tailed off after that. So then now Trae Young, the second half of the season, he was a fireball.
He's scorching.
He was a fire. He was a good finisher in the fourth quarter.
Sure is.
His numbers were amazing. Free throws is always good. He's a good floor general. So the trade that happened between those two actually looked like it broke even.
Looks like a win-win to me.
Yeah, but no. Atlanta probably won because they got a great player.
Another pick.
And a pick.
And a pick this year.
You know what I'm saying?
Damo.
I agree.
Rookie of the Year for you, Damo.
I wanted to say the same thing Melo Reem said with the co-MVP. But I'm gonna go with Luka Doncic, man.
Oh, spice.
I'm gonna go with Luka Doncic, man. It's just something about him, man. He just got that. I'm not saying that Trae don't got it too, but I mean the dude's averaging 27 and 5. I had to give it. I'm gonna just give it to him based off the numbers alone, because to me, both of them they broke even. But I'm gonna give it to Luka off the numbers alone.
Okay.
Off the numbers or off the hype?
Off the numbers. Off the numbers.
Ooh,
I can't say hype.
Off the numbers and hype.
He lived up to the hype.
I'm just saying the numbers are pretty similar though.
Not are they?
21-7-5 for Luka. 19-8-3 for Trae Young. 19 and 8 assists.
What is it?
And 3 rebounds.
3 rebounds.
3 rebounds.
Smaller
Luka's
dudes.
21.7 rebounds. But
Smaller
Luka's 6'8", remember that. Plays small forward as well. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at both of y'all. I mean, I think y'all already know who I'm choosing by now. I think the world probably knows. But I gotta give Luka some love. He had 13 games of 20-10-5. I think the only rookies to ever do that are Larry Bird and Blake Griffin in their rookie year. So that's phenomenal. But he did, like Reem said, Reem brought up a good point. He had the highest rookie usage rate, I think, of all time this year.
Trae?
Yeah, no, not Trae. Luka Doncic.
Luka.
Yeah, so his usage rate was very high. So he was putting up over 20 shots a game to get those stats that he was getting. A lot of rookies don't have that opportunity, but Trae sort of grew into his role so he can have more playmaking duties and he can command more of the possessions in the offense. So I think he got better. And if Luka wins, he's going to be only the second foreign-born player to win Rookie of the Year. I didn't realize Powell won it also. And I'm 0-2. That was the only one.
Don't go too far from there. What you just said about usage rates, right? His numbers aren't that far off from my man Ice Trade Gang, right?
Ice Trade Gang,
but
baby.
The issue that they traded away. They traded away Harrison Barnes.
Dennis Smith Jr.
They traded away the dude that just went to
Wesley Matthews.
Those are all shooters right there. Who else gonna shoot the ball? He's getting so much more shots per game.
Well, he gets all the shots. He really
rebounds the ball, comes down, dribbles the ball himself, then shoots.
He does. He has the highest usage rate. But, I mean, I got to go with Ice Trade because to me, personally, I think Ice Trade is the better playmaker. even though Luka is a great playmaker, because I'm not gonna lie, he does know how to command the offense. He does, and because he's a bigger body, he can guard bigger guys, and also bigger guys have to guard him as well. So there could also be matchup adjustments there as well. But I feel like, to me, Trey is the more dynamic player in my point of view, because of his deep range, and also his quickness as well. People sleep on his finishing ability for Trae Young, because he can finish at the rim. For a lot of people that think he's too small or whatever, I think he can. But to me, I mean, it's really a case of like apples and oranges, man, because both of these rookies obviously are phenomenal, and I wouldn't be mad if they got co-rookie of the year this year, because I think like both of them deserve it. I'm not gonna lie.
I think that needs to happen, man. We need to have a co-rook.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that if they get, and him and Oscar Robinson are the only rookies to reach 1,500 points and 600 assists in the same season. And he already had 8 games of 30 and 10 assists already in the league. So that's really tough to do for a rookie, to be that great of a ball handler, distributor, and a shooter all at one time. So you got to give Trey some love.
Amongst men, like,
and a leader. Yeah, so I got to give both of them. I won't be mad at a co-rookie of the year. I'm not going to lie. I won't be mad. So I guess co-rookie of the year. Defensive player of the year. Moving on. I think this is a weird kind of award for me, because I feel like this one could go like many ways, and I feel like defensive player of the year is like a matter of preference, kind of, in a way. So I'm gonna start off here. For me, my defensive player of the year might be a little blasphemous. I'm going Giannis. For defensive player of the year. I mean, there's only 2 players in NBA history that's won defensive player of the year and MVP in the same year. It was Jordan and Hakeem the Dream. So, but I don't think Giannis is gonna win MVP. So I'm giving him defensive player of the year, because I feel like he earned that a little bit more, defensive player of the year, because his team is top 5 in the league, the best defense, top 5 in both categories. The only team with that. He's probably the best perimeter defender in the league. He can guard positions 1 through 5, and he's probably the best, if not one of 3 of the best rim protectors in the league. Also, you seen in that last game when he was playing Embiid, he was blocking Embiid's dunks at the rim with aggression.
Yep.
Just by his length. So I got to give Giannis some love there, and I think he's a matchup nightmare. And on the defensive end, I think he can guard any person in the league. Any single person in the league. On the perimeter, on the block, anywhere you go. So I'm going to have to give it to Giannis for how he changed the game. And if you look at the team, the Milwaukee Bucks, they don't really have a lot of great defensive players on that squad. Brook Lopez is not really a stout defender. He could block some shots, but he can't rebound. Bledsoe, he's a solid defender. Middleton, they're solid defenders, but no one there is a lockdown defender. So how do they have the number 1 defense in the league? To me, it's because of Giannis. So that's why I'm going to give him defensive player of the year. So Damo, defensive player of the year. What you got, brother?
I'm going back to Indiana again, man.
What?
Yeah, I'm going with Miles Turner, man.
Oh, wow.
Miles Turner. Gotta give it to the young boy, man.
The
Averaging
Indiana
almost 3
fetish.
blocks a game.
He is, though. He is a shot. Defensive player of the year?
Defensive player of the year, man. It's time to award them somebody in Indiana.
Wow. Well, what makes you think he deserves defense? I mean, the Indiana's top 5 in the league in defense, too. I think they're top 3, I believe.
He's a defensive. He's to me, he's establishing himself as a defensive presence, and like that, like a DeAndre Jordan. Like he's that defensive leader of the team. I'm starting to see him, trend in that direction. So I would give him the nod for the defensive player of the year.
But so you think that a player can be defensive player of the year and never be an all-star? Because he was never an all-star. You think about that.
I didn't think about that.
Was Rudy a all-star? Gobert?
Nope.
Oh yeah, no. Wait, he had to be all-star 1 year?
I don't know.
That's actually a good point also
crying,
as well.
Remember, he was crying that he didn't get picked.
That was this year.
And he's in the runnings for I believe defensive player of the year.
Yeah, he's definitely in the runnings. I thought he was going there and then Rudy Gobert route. Thought he was a Stifle Tower route. Reem, what about you? Defensive player of the year.
Man, I'm gonna have to piggyback with you. I had Giannis. And the reason I went Giannis is it's more for the fact that he does so much usage rate on offense with scoring, rebounding, assisting, and still comes back down on the other side and play the ball. He can play any position, like you said. But I brought some stats. 1.3 steals per game, which is one of the highest of the league. And then you're going against a guy like, say, like a Rudy Gobert, He's averaging 2.1 blocks a game. At the, what is he, a 3-4 Giannis?
Yeah.
Give him a 3, 4, 5, whatever you want to put him at. He's 1.5 blocks per game. With everything else that he does on the court.
27 with 12 rebounds with 6
which is amazing. Which is amazing for somebody. Like, I don't have enough energy to go down and play. You know what I'm saying? Like,
true.
It's just nuts. Like, it's not.
And he really plays defense.
Yeah, listen, the little guys.
He gives us it all.
He chases you down. The little guys, they can't shoot over him. He blocks 3-point shots. You know what I'm saying? He gives full effort.
So I'm gonna throw out some names here because you guys didn't think of him at all. Paul George, nobody's giving him any love.
I really like Paul George, but
leading the league in steals.
Yeah, and he's a hell of a one-on-one defender. Because he picks the cookies out of people's pockets.
He does,
like off the dribble, and that's hard in the NBA.
I think he guards harder than the best in the league of any individual defender. Paul George.
Yeah.
Every time I watch OKC play Houston, Paul George really he gives Harden problems because he can't really bully him or nothing like that. And then he's long too as well.
He's one of the league defenders in deflections as well, right?
Yeah, definitely. Both of them is like 1 and 2. Yeah. Harden and Paul George, and in steals 1 and 2.
Paul George impressed me, man. I told you, like I said, I must be putting
playoff P
out there or something, man.
Playoff P.
Every time I talk bad.
He ain't looking like
he
ain't looking like playoff P right now, but
yeah, I know.
I don't know. He look like he a little slump right now, but
he activated playoff P too early.
Too early.
He released it too early.
He
right?
did. No love for Kawhi Leonard.
He's just not a sexy pick for me. I don't know. Like something with the cornrows, New Balance, something turned me off.
You're not feeling them Kawhi twos?
I don't know, man.
You're not feeling them Kawhi highs.
He remind me of like a gym teacher, man.
Yeah, he do, man.
Yeah,
no swag.
It's a no for me, brother.
No love for Kawhi. Okay. And Rudy Gobert also as well. Joel Embiid, he was also one of the candidates that a lot of people have for Defensive Player of the Year. I think he's the lead in the league in blocks, or top 3 in blocks. He's averaging 13 rebounds, 27, 13, and like 2 blocks.
I don't, maybe, but I don't, not on my radar. One of the honorable mentions that nobody really discusses, Mr. Drummond out there in Detroit.
Mr. Drummond.
He's pretty solid, man, at the rim.
Is he? But to me, sometimes he could be like a fake rim protector. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a big body.
He's a big body.
He's a big body.
He's a good help defender to me.
But nobody dunks on him. Nobody bodies him.
True. Yeah, I don't really recall him getting like yammed on like that. But Drummond though, are you really scared of Drummond at the rim there?
I'm not really.
You get what I'm saying?
Drummond.
Like I'm checking more for Miles Turner at the rim before I'm checking for Andre Drummond.
He gets dunked on though. Like he gets dunked on.
Miles Turner did get banged on before, didn't he?
Plenty of time.
Defensive players always gonna take outs.
What's the dude in from the Nets with the
Jared Allen.
The fro.
I like him.
He should be have some consideration. Maybe not number 1, but top 5.
Jared Allen.
And the Knicks got a young boy too.
Mitchell Robinson also as well. Yeah, he could also ball. I think he's gonna be a nice solid center too. Yeah. Definitely.
DJ 2.0.
Word. Most improved, fellas. Moving on. I feel like that's another interesting category with a lot of
candidates. There's been a lot of improvements.
A lot of improvements throughout the year. We got some of them. We got matter of fact, I'm not even gonna say them. Damo, I'm gonna start with you. You look like you itching right now. Most improved player. I'm gonna round this off. Most improved player, Damo. Who you got? Season awards.
Most improved player, man. At first, I wanted to give it to Julius Randle, but they didn't make the playoffs. I can't give it to him. I gotta give it to D'Lo, man.
Oh,
I gotta give it to D'Lo. I'm sorry, Hoodie Reem. I gotta give it to him, man.
Okay, tell me why.
The boy, not only is he most improved, but it's like he reinvented himself. He got cast out of LA. Everybody was labeling him a snitch. You know what I mean? The boy, I don't know, man. He got ice in his veins, man. He's been clutch. He's showing he could be a leader. He's closing games.
He is.
I'm feeling the boy D'Lo, man. He's the most improved to me.
Wow, interesting. Reem, who you got?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
He put the spell on me too today, bro.
Damn.
But I'm gonna go with D'Lo as well. I went with D'Lo. I just like that he wasn't even seen as a team player because the reason that's he was traded. They casted him away, and they left him out the dry. They talk crazy about him.
Yeah, they
on
did.
his arrival.
They did.
And the fact that he used that and just performed without even talking, without the media frenzy, he just came out, first time All-Star.
Yeah, well deserved.
He's a clutch player because he takes the big shots, and he owns
I do like that.
and he owns when he misses in the big moment as well.
True. I do see a lot of maturation out of him, though.
Yeah,
he definitely did. But you see, one problem that I have with D'Angelo Russell winning Most Improved, because I don't have him as my Most Improved, but the reason why I feel like he shouldn't be Most Improved is because y'all forgetting this man was the second overall pick. To me, you are becoming with what they drafted you to be. You get what I'm saying right now?
I think that whole situation out there, messed with his head, his maturity. I think that messed with him, man.
But if he was that great of a player over there in LA, then they would have never got rid of him. No matter what problems off the court he had, they would have got rid of Nick Young.
He never got the chance though. First off,
wow, he had the reins. He was the starting point guard.
He came in with Kobe. Kobe was still there when he came in.
Yeah, true indeed.
Kobe was taking 60 shots a game.
So he was
on his retirement tour then.
So then you're telling me then that the reason why he's playing this well on the Nets is a matter of opportunity.
He got the chance to run. To run. They gave him a team.
So then is it Most Improved then?
From his prior numbers, from his prior activity.
Okay, so it's an improvement in terms of production. You guys are giving it to him. So you feel like he produced more, and because he got the Nets in the playoffs, and because he got his first All-Star appearance.
I got that too, but not only just that. It's just him reinventing himself. It's just a whole nother
I don't feel
aura.
like he reinvented himself.
I feel like he got a whole nother aura about him.
Yeah,
now.
he's finding the dimes.
Yeah.
He's choosing when to shoot the ball.
Okay.
Rather than just putting up, because before he just used to catapult them and just to get his numbers up.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I just gotta keep it a buck. I gotta keep the same energy. I've never been a D'Lo fan. I always think his game is a little weak to me. It's a little robotic to me.
I like it though.
I mean,
It's smooth.
I guess.
You know why
I'm not hating on the boy though. I'm not hating on him. He balling.
I like it because
sneaky
he
good.
plays at his pace though.
He does.
Because he doesn't. His game is not owned on athleticism in today's game. It's more skill. He's a smooth brother. He reminds me sort of like Joe Johnson kind of.
He is crafty. He is crafty.
He could post up.
He's crafty.
He could shoot. He could pass. And he stole the ball a couple times.
Okay. So, 6th man of the year for me.
I think I know what you're going with.
Who was your most improved?
Oh shit, my bad. Not 6th man. Most improved, my bad. I gotta go with my man Montrezl. Montrezl Harrell up there in LA Clippers. I gotta give him some love because
Black Beast.
he is, yo. I feel like him and Lou Willville are the sole reasons that the LA Clippers are in the playoffs right now. And I watch a lot of Clippers games. When he comes off the bench, he really should be starting, by the way. But I know why Doc puts him off the bench, because he has him for energy purposes. Yeah, he's still on his role. But he went from 10 points per game last year to 16 points per game, 16 and a half points per game, coming off the bench. And, excuse me, and 8 rebounds. He had plenty of 30-point games he's had this season. And he really comes off the bench and dominates the opposing big, whoever he's playing against. And now they have Montrezl and Zubac playing over, 2 big bodies over there for the Clippers. I actually really like that combo of big men. So, and I just like Montrezl's game, and I feel like I like the energy, and he is a very productive player in like limited minutes. So that's why I got to give him love. And I feel like he's improved in that way. And I think he's going to earn himself some money in his next contract, Montrezl.
Doc Rivers would definitely get you a contract. Boy.
Definitely would. What about Pascal Siakam over there? Most improved. I think he's probably the sexy pick for
That's
it.
a big lunge. He made a big lunge. I didn't even know who he was last year.
He went from 7 points per game to 17 a game. A whole 10 points higher.
You know what's sneaky? I like Joe Harris from the Nets.
From the Nets. Not bad. Won a 3-point contest. I'm not mad. What about Zach LaVine? Most improved player. He went from 16 points to 24 points per game.
I haven't.
Just because he's on the wrong team. That's what it is. That's what messing up his case. Yeah, he's on the wrong team.
What about Derrick Rose?
Most improved?
Most improved.
Yeah,
I don't know, because when he was on the Knicks, he was averaging
18 a
points.
game.
he's more
He's
like
averaging 18 again.
It's just loud. It was a little louder, I think, because of that 50-point game.
50. Yeah,
You know?
Okay. Because you threw him overseas.
He kind of tailed off.
He did. Buddy Hield. What about him for most improved? He went
that's
from
a good pick.
13 points per game to 20 points per game now. Buddy Hield. He's the number one scorer over there in Sacramento.
Yeah, he's
right
solid.
now. He's made an improvement, I think. And what about De'Aaron Fox?
Yeah, he's open. He's open.
He's super right now.
Definitely like him.
Do you see? So right now, 10 years, who's better, Zoe or De'Aaron Fox?
De'Aaron Fox. No, but you know what? I'm gonna say the jury's still out.
Whatever
on that
you
one.
think.
I'ma
I
say
said
the
10
jury's
years.
still
Who you think is
because,
better?
Because I can see Lonzo. You know that whole splitting with the BBB and you know that ball controller's off his back now. I don't know. You might see a different Zoe. So I'm gonna give it one more season to see. But right now, De'Aaron Fox, Sacramento looking like they got a bright future out there.
Okay. Remo, 10 years. Who's better?
I like Fox. He's just his motor is a little bit different, and you know he has that killer switch.
That killer instinct, man.
Yeah.
That love.
I don't know if Lonzo has.
I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep that same energy. I'm keeping with Zoe, man. I think Zoe's
Staying
gonna
with
be a better
Zoe?
player,
That
man.
ball control.
You know, I'm all about it, man, because I think he's gonna be. I think he's a better playmaker already. I
It's
mean,
where he lands though.
yeah, but you see what's crazy? I don't think that Zoe is gonna finish his career as a Laker. I feel like he's.
No, I don't think so either.
I feel like he's gonna move on from the Lakers probably in about 3 years, if
3
not
months.
less.
Next year.
3 months.
If not less. So I feel like Zoe actually is gonna prosper elsewhere. And I think if you put him with a great scorer and let him control the offense, like really be the primary ball handler, not with LeBron,
Yeah.
I think it'll be much better for his career, and then it'll calm down LeVar too. And I think because his LA is just too much right now, I think he's got to be in another place. And I think, to me, Zoe's going to be a phenomenal player, I think, when he
Phoenix.
matures a little bit.
Phoenix,
Phoenix could work. Him and Devin Booker would be solid.
Booger, Aiden.
That would be solid because he could get him some nice touches, Aiden over there. I ain't gonna lie.
Phoenix better do something, man, for that boy Booker split.
Yeah, they better pray for Ja Morant. They better pray. Moving on. Sixth man of the year. I'm gonna go Louisville.
Yeah, it's a runaway race.
It's a runaway.
I think that's pretty much.
I think that's
That's
unanimous.
unanimous over here.
I think because he broke the all-time bench scoring record this year for most all-time, and I mean he's just been balling all year. He's another reason why the Clippers are in. I mean you got to give Lou Will silky smooth Lou Will. And how many games has he closed this year, Lou Willville?
He's like Jamal Crawford 2.0.
Better than-
2.0.
2.0.
He Jamal on crack, boy. He's amazing to me.
Wow, so you think Lou Will is better than Jamal Crawford?
Listen, after he's retired, they might as well give the 6-man award the Lou Will Award.
I won't
name
be
it
mad
that.
at that. I won't be
Just
mad
name it
because he's
that.
about to win another one. So no 6 man a year love for D Rose.
Nah.
No, let me tell you, I wanted to give it to D Rose, but
Okay.
they didn't make the playoffs, man. If they would have made the playoffs, I would have gave it to D Rose.
Okay. Well, Lou Will has had the most impact out of anybody off the bench, like
Definitely.
easily.
I think that's just a landslide, but I'll give my honorable mention. I mean, if Lou Will wasn't having the spectacular season that he was having this year, I would have gave it to Spencer Dinwiddie.
Okay. Oh, that's a nice
That
choice.
was my favorite. But Lou Will is just out there killing so much. I can't give it to Spencer Dinwiddie, man.
Okay,
But
okay.
Dinwiddie's, I like him, man. He be closing games.
Nah, he's hooping.
He's hooping,
Levert,
man.
they definitely hooping over there with the Nets. Moving on now, fellas. I don't know who I want to start here with this. Most disappointing player this season. Who you fellas thought would be better? Remo, I'm gonna start with you because you over there a little quiet. Who's your
Boy, I need a stretch for this one. And y'all,
most disappointing? Who is it, brother?
listen, listeners,
Oh,
please prepare.
the family.
Okay, the most disappointing player that I've come with has got to be Mr. Russell Westbrook.
Oh, talk about it.
All right.
Spice.
Listen. It's I've been
Yes.
thinking about this for the last about week or so, and I said, this guy's averaging the triple double. But
Again.
look past the pure numbers face value. All right, he's averaging 10 assists and 5 turnovers.
Wait, he's averaging 5 turnovers, bro?
5 turnovers. All right, He's shooting 28%
5 turnovers?
from three. 28% as your point guard from three, and 65% from the free throw line.
Yikes.
That's not great basketball. That's not. You know what?
You know that's his man's.
Aside from his pure athleticism and his energy,
Wow.
as a skilled player, it's very disappointing to watch him. He doesn't know when to shoot. He holds the ball and passes until he has to pass the ball. It's
I can't say that about him. Not this year.
Listen.
Past.
Hold on, I'm not finished. Let me finish. Addition by subtraction was supposed to be the theme for this year, correct?
Yeah, I know what it is.
Okay. We got rid of my man.
Oh man, I see what.
Right? Hold on, no. Listen. We ain't done.
3 to the head.
Listen, it ain't even about that though.
Oh man,
Think about
just
it though.
send him overseas.
Just.
I hear you. I'm listening. Remo, I'm here.
It
I'm
ain't
here.
even about that factor. You got rid of one player, correct? You
Yes.
replaced
Who's that
him.
one player?
But listen.
Talk about it.
Yo, these dudes here, yo, listen.
Oh, I'm crying.
It's mad bias over here, yes. but listen, you got rid of one dude. You got a couple other pieces now to work with, right?
Yeah.
Last year you finished off in the 4th seed. You got addition by subtraction. You got more players. Dennis Schroeder, a way better point guard than Raymond Felton. Ramon Felton. You know what I'm saying? You got Nolan's Noel to come back up your center and Adams. You got a better team.
Better overall roster, you saying?
Why are you in 6th place? You were in 8th place last week.
First of all, they're in 7th right now, I believe.
What's going on?
Again, they're in the West.
Hold on, I'm not even finished.
That
Hold
Paul
on.
George injury kind of hurt them.
Listen, brother. This is your MVP the year prior, correct? He's averaging triple-double.
Yeah.
His efficiency rate is amazing.
But why do you feel like he's disappointed? Because of team success or because how Russell is individually playing?
I'm getting there. One, individually, he hasn't advanced as a player to me.
What?
With his time in the league, the numbers don't mean nothing to me. As far as basketball playing, he hasn't
So
grown.
stylistically,
He hasn't grown anywhere. He still doesn't know when to shoot towards the end of the game. You saying PG is your new leader in scoring?
number one scorer should be the number one option.
Listen, so at the end of the game, if you're shooting 23% from the 3-point line, why are you pulling up off the dribble? That's not your game.
He's always lacked IQ with shot selection. His shot
lacking.
selection,
I gotta disagree.
And he's still lacking.
so you
he's
don't
still
feel like
lacking.
he's disappointed at all, Damo.
No.
We are
If
OKC
anything,
fan.
aside from me being biased,
Okay.
I feel like he's improved as a leader this year. He's given Paul George the keys to take those last shots, and he's proven it. You've seen Paul George hit game-winning shots this year.
Well, he definitely took a step
Average of
up in that
28.
way. He took a step up in that way as far as knowing when to give up the ball a little bit. Because he did give Paul George a lot
You
of
see Dennis
game-winning
Schroeder
shots.
getting his shots. Jeremy Grant is getting his shot. I see him sharing the ball a lot more. The turnovers I have an issue with.
I have a
That's
big issue with those
that's always
turnovers.
been an issue with Westbrook. The shot selection is still there, but I think he doesn't. His IQ picks up more in the 4th quarter than as opposed
Picks
to years
up?
past. Yeah, I believe so.
Are you watching the game?
Of course, I watch the game.
Okay.
I mean, picks up? I don't know if I could say
He's
picks up.
I would say he's not taking those same crazy shots that he still takes those shots,
But
not
you know
as
why?
much as he
That's
used to,
because the Russell Westbrook bar was set so low as far as shot selection with him that now he's still doing those dribble pull-ups with 2 minutes
does
left and a minute and a half left instead of controlling the offense and running a play. Sometimes he just bulldozes himself into the lane at times when he.
Definitely. But I feel like
But he's a work in progress.
Exactly, it's a work in progress. It's like it's all I've asked for.
How long you been in the league?
True.
That's
10
my
years
issue.
now. True. 10
And
years now.
the rest of me saying that, it might be time to walk away from this man. Listen to my logic on this.
Nice.
You have him, Harden, KD, right? They made the conference finals. They went to the finals, actually. Sorry about that. Harden leaves. KD now, right? Him and KD, they make the conference final, correct? KD's gone. They lose the first round. This year, same shit. They playing who right now they playing? The
They
Rockets?
lining up to play the Rockets.
Either Rockets or the Nuggets.
It might be another go home season. So now everybody else left and you still can't get the win that you can't get out the first round anymore. It might
Well,
be
that's
time.
my issue with Russell Westbrook, that he's not being held accountable for these first round losses.
Might be time, brother.
And this is going to be another season, depending on where you finish now. I mean, depending on what seeding you at, it could be a problem here as well. If they play the Nuggets, I think they got a chance. If they play Houston, they going out in 5, 6, 6.
I disagree with that.
Okay, I know you're gonna hate.
Of course,
there you go.
Hold on, but with a $200 million price luxury tax on their head.
Well,
I'm just saying.
let's go on to Damo's most
Go ahead,
disappointing player.
Oh, my disappointing players?
Apologize.
Hold on.
Damo, who was your most disappointed player this season?
I'm gonna start off with Wiggins.
Start off.
I'm gonna start off with Wiggins. I would have figured he would have stepped up a little bit more after Jimmy Butler left. But in other words, it was Karl Anthony Towns stepping up. I don't know what's going on with Wiggins, man. I thought I seen him being like a star player. You know, he averaged like 24 like two seasons ago.
He did,
and then he just had a major drop off ever since. I don't know if he's like having a mental issue or what. Disappointing to me. I got Jason Tatum in there, but that's kind of not his fault because they got too many good players over there.
So you think he just a product of too many cooks? I always say too many cooks in the kitchen.
Too many egos over there. If it was just him and Kyrie, it'd be a different story.
Okay.
I got the whole Washington Wizards all together, with the exception of Bradley Beal.
Our biggest disappointment, man. Good Lord.
John Wall, man, he I don't know.
John Wall really disappointed me.
Even before he went down with the injury, it's just like, come on, man. You know, I seen them being like a 4th seed in the East. They just had a horrible season. But my pick for most disappointing, I'm gonna go with Ben Simmons.
Oh my Lord! Wow.
I'm gonna go with Ben Simmons.
It's a lot of hot takes in here tonight.
Wow, Damo.
Ben Simmons for my most disappointing, man. I mean,
wow.
What is this, his 3rd year now?
Yep.
In the league?
Yeah.
And you still ain't got no shot?
Or even a developing shot, or
nothing. He tried to take a 3-pointer.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's. I need to see more from this guy. Man.
I agree with you there, Damo, because I was really struggling with my most disappointed player because it was either between him or LeBron to me, I felt like. But when I say disappointed with LeBron, I mean LeBron didn't advance his game in any way. I wanted him to become attacking of LeBron, or, assassin LeBron this year with all these fake playmakers, but he didn't do that. But that's neither here nor there, and he made the playoffs. But Ben Simmons, man, I was saying before, I feel like I was jumping over the bridge by saying this, but I really feel like him and Embiid, they kind of need to split. I think me and you were talking about this earlier. I feel like maybe next year or the year after, maybe
they should split.
They should split Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons because the places that they both occupy the same parts of the floor.
Yeah,
and
it's like,
and I feel like with Ben Simmons as your anchor on your team, you have to build a certain team around a Ben Simmons. You got to surround him with shooters and have the ball in his hands all the time. The same way they have LeBron. They need to build a team exactly in that fashion around Ben Simmons. So I feel like with Joel needing those touches, you got Tobias over there needing those touches. You got Jimmy Butler over there needing some touches. Ben Simmons, it might be a little problem for him. And I feel like that could be, he didn't expand his game in which I needed him to do. Numbers still a little sexy, but it's not good enough.
I feel like he just relies too much on his athleticism and physicality too much. Like he feels like, man, I ain't got to work on my jump shot.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm a little disappointed in that way.
That ain't gonna work in today's NBA.
It's not. You gotta have a shot.
You're just gonna get rondos.
I don't think they should move on from him though. Like,
Think it's too much?
I think they just need a point guard. They need to move him off
And
the
then
point
move
guard. Make him a swingman.
I would be mad at that.
Or a power
But can
forward.
he be a swingman? No, he needs the ball in his hand. He's a natural point.
Like
his head.
a diving. Give him like a natural swingman. Like
But
just finish.
if he doesn't have the ball in his hands, then what is he gonna do? Spot up in the corner? Who's gonna respect that?
That's
the
why I think
problem.
He should be a power forward.
Remember how big he is though. Two dribbles from the free throw line. He's at the bucket.
True indeed. They gotta figure out something. They need a better coach. I think Brett Brown I think they gotta upgrade there a little bit.
You think so?
I think the answer over
He's
there.
a good leader, but his X's and O's are not good. His X's are not good. I see the same plays that they run dribble handoffs all day, every day to JJ Redick or Joel Embiid over and over and over and over and over again, or isolate for Jimmy Butler. That's all they do.
I kind of like IT going over there too
I wouldn't be mad at
for
that.
some reason.
That's not bad.
Isaiah Thomas?
Yeah.
Not bad. Surprising player this season. I'm gonna start off here. I gotta go with Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin has really impressed me this year as a whole with his play. I think he's finally maturing into a leader that and expanding his game, and he's finding out where to be the most effective in different parts of the floor. And we all know he raised his 3-point shot tremendously this year. He's really hitting those threes and step back threes.
Yeah.
I think he had 9 threes the other day in a game. And I really like what he's doing with this Detroit Pistons team. Him and Dwayne Casey, I think, is a nice combo. But they need a better point guard over there around Blake Griffin, and they need a little bit more pieces around him. And I just like how Blake himself has been playing this year. I think he has a renewed confidence, and I'm hoping they get into the playoffs. And he needs to secure that 8th spot and hold on to that 8th spot because I want to see what Blake can do. I got some high hopes for Blake in the playoffs. I think he could do some damage. Reem, I'm gonna start with you. Most surprising player.
Most surprising player, I went with Zach LaVine.
Oh, okay.
I went with Zach because he's post ACL actually, and he's averaging 23, and the numbers are solid all across the board. They had a little issue with the coaching situation.
Oh yeah,
but it never tailed off by his performances, and he's very clutch in the fourth quarter.
He is.
So I went with
the young Bulls are playing low key.
Yeah, I like he looks like he's never been hurt. Like surprisingly, like I don't know what kind of ACL he had, but let me borrow one.
Still dunking like crazy.
Yeah, word, that's true. Damo, most surprising player. What about you?
Reem took the words right out.
The same one?
This is crazy, man. Yo, dog.
What is happening today?
I don't know what's going on tonight, man.
I had a whole list of impressive players. I mean, I got De'Aaron Fox. He impressed me. Randall impressed me. Dinwiddie impressed me. PG-13.
Okay.
He impressed me a lot. I did not see him balling this crazy this year. And another guy, Pascal Siakam. And this guy, I didn't even know who this guy was.
Who that?
John Collins. I think.
John Collins from the Hawks.
About this guy.
Yeah, yes. No.
He's balling.
John Collins is averaging almost a double-double.
Yeah, I think it is a double-double.
Oh, no, from Atlanta.
Yeah, from Atlanta. Yeah, him and Trae Young. That's a nice 1-2 punch they got off there.
This dude is all right.
Free agents need to be looking at Atlanta Hawks, man. I watch a lot of Atlanta Hawks games, man. I do. I really like their team, man. And Kevin Huerter on the low. Herter, whatever. Carrot Top. He could ball. He could ball.
They got a nice little nucleus over there.
They have a nice nucleus over there. I'm not mad at them. MVP, fellas. The most important award, most valuable player. I feel like this could be one of the tightest MVP races in years.
Last 3 years been kind of.
Last 3 years been pretty tight, but 2 of my boys are here. Are the top 2 candidates for MVP, and I'm not mad if either one of them get MVP. Antetokounmpo, he had a classic case of a best player on the best team approach this year. The Bucks are the best record in the league, and Harden is basically produced those historic type numbers and unprecedented numbers when his team needed it the most. But how I usually pick my MVP is off of individual production, team success, and then moments for me. So those are my personal 3 criterias, and y'all know who I'm going with. And it saddens me to say this, even though Giannis is my man, really is my dude, Giannis. I've been calling for, I actually remember the beginning of the season. Last 2 years, I've been calling for Giannis to get MVP, and now I'm not picking him. It hurts me to say this, but I got to go Harden, man. I think Harden has been phenomenal this year. Incredible. They started the season 11-14. We were in the 10th spot, the Rockets, not in the 3rd seed, and they could get to the 2 seed if the Nuggets lose the next game. You never know. He had 32 consecutive games of 30 and more. Last 2 years, he's averaging 33, 8, and 6. The last 2 years, 5 50-point triple doubles, 9 50-point games. Only the 6th player to average at least 35 points per game in a season. He joins Jordan as the only 2 players to average 37 and 5 and 2 steals in a single season. It's just historic, leading the league in total clutch points as well. James Harden, I think, and what he's done for the Rockets as a whole this year when all the injuries and everybody went out. And he went nuclear. He put the team on his back. He was scoring everything, averaging 40 for a whole month. And he's been playing some D this year. You know, I watch every Rockets game. He's been playing some D. He's leading the league in deflections, and he's second in steals. So I got to give Harden some love there. And I think he just earned this year over Giannis because of moments. I feel like Harden, to me personally, had more historic and memorable moments. So I got to give him MVP. So, Reem, I'm going to start with you. Who's your MVP this year?
Man, all of that? You
all of that.
A list with all of that. That's your man.
I got it for Giannis, too.
No, forget Giannis. It's not a Giannis award this year. It's definitely going to Mr. Harden, the bid. One, I'm from Brooklyn, man. We love a dog. Move out my way. Let me show you how to get buckets. He's changed the game, bro. The most moments... Like he's the highlight reel of every highlight that goes on TV, ESPN, YouTube. Like it's a runaway, man. He ran away with this one. I'm cool with the team stats.
Look at Damo right now.
I'm cool with the team stats, but when you say most valuable player,
to your
this
team.
guy is he's amazing. Mind you, CP3 missed a lot of time. They had the whole
Capella missed games.
Melo debacle. They had the fight in the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Capella missed time. Eric Gordon was playing like the bottom of my shoe.
He was.
You know what I'm saying? And with all of that being said, he got his team out the mud, put him on his back, and he put historic numbers up. In a league where, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't allow you to do a lot of stuff.
36 right now.
That's crazy.
That's what we call dogging.
36.
Dogging.
It's impressive, man.
Damo.
It's impressive. You know,
here we go.
There's been like six separate times in the history of the league. You know, as far as scoring trails goes, Will Chamberlain scored like 4,000 something points in the season. MJ scored 37 points in the season. Those two guys got a lot of scoring stuff. You know, right? We see that here with James Harden this year. But you know those times that Will Chamberlain and Jordan was doing all those crazy scoring things, they didn't win MVP that year. So I say that to say this. I say the MVP goes to Giannis this year. Only because Harden got it last year. I feel like, and I can't, like you said, I mean, you just said it yourself. You know, all the numbers that Harden was doing, you can't, there's no way you can ignore that, man. I mean, I love it. If I could give it to both of them, I would. But I feel like just after the fact that he got it last year, and they owed him, because he could have got it the last 2 years.
That's what I'm saying.
I think they're gonna give it to Giannis, man.
So you got Harden fatigue.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I mean,
that's what he do, man. He's a scorer.
Yeah, that is exactly what he does.
He got to do that.
He does. I mean,
Giannis is out there. I mean, in the East, he's holding down the East right now.
Yeah, he is. I mean, he's dominating his team, and he's got a lot of injuries on the squad right now, and they're still winning. And they got the best record in the league, so you can't snooze at that. You can't top 5 offense. You can't snooze at that. He's averaging 27, 12, and 6 and 2 blocks. That's why. I mean, I'm giving him Defensive Player of the Year because I'm not giving him MVP. Get what I'm saying?
Because he will not get the MVP.
He will not. I mean,
that's it.
It's kind of close, man.
It's close. They might have voter fatigue, like Harden fatigue, and vote for Giannis.
That's what I feel like. I mean,
it's possible.
I wouldn't be surprised if Harden wins it, but you know how the NBA be having them. I feel like it's gonna be a sympathy award for Giannis.
It could be. Well, he's the nicer pick.
It's a popularity
contest, exactly. Fellas, let's move on to our All-NBA team selection, because I feel like we're gonna get much debate right here. I think we should start from the third team.
All right, let's go.
And go up that way, because I feel like this is where the debate is gonna happen on the third team. So I'm gonna start off first. My third team. Guard, Kemba Walker, All-NBA third team. Kyrie Irving for my All-NBA third team. LeBron James on my All-NBA third team. Blake Griffin on my All-NBA third team.
Who's the fifth man? Hey, can I just say it for you?
Who?
AD?
No. Clint Capella.
Clint Capella?
Clint Capella.
On the third team?
On the third team, hear me out. When he plays, the Rockets are exponentially better. And you know why? I know a lot of people are giving it to
Harden's a nice tandem.
Right? He's, I think, second or third in the league in blocks. He's averaging a double-double. I think it's 15 and 12 or something like that this year. To me, I don't see why people are saying Rudy Gobert is better than Clint Capella to me, because I don't feel like he is. We played Utah. The Rockets played Utah in the series. He spanked them. Gobert was not a factor. He played Karl Anthony Towns in the series before. Got right through him also as well. He played the top centers in the league, and he played well. He played Cousins the other day when they played the Golden State Warriors. He played excellent in that game as well. When Clint Capella is on the floor, the Houston Rockets are a totally different team, and we're a much better team. So I feel like Clint Capella has taken a leap forward this year, and I feel like he's shown his worth, and I don't feel like those other centers are better. You can't really tell me that they're better than him or what they do better than Clint Capella, other than maybe Karl Anthony Towns. But other than that, I don't feel like there's a center definitively better than Capella. So I'm going to go with my 13. Reem, 13.
We actually got a lot of similarity. Matter of fact, all the way down the list.
Yeah, Blake too?
Yeah, I got Kyrie, Kimba, LeBron, Blake, but my fifth was LaMarcus Aldridge.
Okay. You think, okay, I'm not mad at that. It's just the Spurs, man. They just fly over my head.
Yeah, they do. That's why I think they should get a nod, because he doesn't really have a sexy player that he plays with. They're still in the playoff race, and his numbers
still relevant.
His numbers is solid. Like
they are. He's always solid,
and he's all-star.
Yeah. Damo, what about you? 13.
I had everybody
the same
through 1 through 4, except down to the 5, which we all have somebody different. I got AD in the 5th spot.
Why you giving it to him?
He's putting up MVP numbers.
AD?
Anthony Davis?
MVP numbers. He's just on a bad team.
Nah.
Yeah, but he didn't play enough.
Games. Yeah, he didn't play.
I can't give it to him because of that.
He's in street clothes right now, flipping fingers off the fans.
Come on, he want to get traded. He not giving his all. I can't reward him for that.
Nah, I got to give it to AD, man. He deserves it, man.
Okay, all right. Second team, I'm going to start off.
Who paid you off?
For real, right? Second team, Russell Westbrook, Damian Lillard, Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, Nikola Jokic for me, for all my second team. Reem, who's your second team?
I went Lillard, Westbrook, PG, Kawhi, and the Jokic.
Damo, what about you?
I went to Brody.
Okay. I thought you would have put him first.
Nah, I got him on the second team. I got Dame, Kawhi, KD, and Jokic.
Okay, same 5. So the only difference, wait, we all similar today. The only difference was you had PG on your second team.
On my second.
Ooh.
Only reason he went second and I couldn't put him in third, he's MVP race. He's one of the names up there. So I went with him second.
Okay, so then that means, damn, I didn't think we were all going to be that similar. So our first team must be Harden, Steph, Giannis. I have PG-13 and Joel Embiid.
I got Steph, Harden, PG-13, Greek, and Embiid.
Okay. Oh, damn.
I got KD in my...
You got KD instead of PG-13.
Yeah.
So can we say right now that Joel...
I couldn't put KD in. I wanted, as much as I'm a KD fan.
Yeah, I wanted to put KD, but I feel like PG had a better season than him.
Yeah, I mean,
he's
in Golden State,
and he's a Golden State. Like, I still got to knock that down a little bit, as much as it pains me.
He's calmly getting that 26 a night. Like, it's not... that's just what he do, you know? He's not really...
But how can you hold that against him?
Because the only reason I can hold it against him is because he is one of the best players in the league, and he has single coverage every night. He's the only star that can have single coverage every night, and there's no consequence or none of that.
I'll put it to you like
PG
this.
could.
No. Listen,
No, we can't. You can double up on PG.
I'll put it to you like this.
Westbrook's on your team?
Yeah, I still won't leave Westbrook open.
I'll put it to you like this. If you take
all the time.
PG-13 and switch him and put him in Golden State,
He'll put up the same numbers.
The same numbers.
I don't know.
With better defense.
Oh, hold on. KD played D, bro.
KD playing D
You
now.
tripping.
KD is a better perimeter defender than Paul George?
Perimeter,
That's what I said. Play D. That's what I said.
You said
can't go up his
one-on-one
neck,
D? Yeah, you not... Yeah.
Wait, what?
You can't go up KD neck, though. He gonna block you.
I didn't say you can.
He plays D, though.
I didn't say he doesn't.
You just
I said Paul George, who's a better perimeter defender. I said.
At first, you didn't say perimeter.
You didn't say
Yes, I did say perimeter.
All right.
I said he's a better
You
defender.
said the better defender.
Well,
Yeah, run it
KD is
back.
a better shot blocker. Yes, obviously he's fucking. He's damn near 7 foot. He's 7 foot.
on ball defender at 7 feet is a little hard. But all right,
I mean, he's like a Giannis. Like, I mean, you could say the same. I think Giannis is better than both of them as a perimeter defender. But I mean, hey.
all right.
So, what about Bradley Beal? Some people got Bradley Beal on the third team. 25, 5-5 this year.
I didn't think
It's
Can he
hard.
get over Kemba or Kyrie?
It's just because he's in Washington, man. Like,
Over Kemba or Kyrie, anybody?
Kyrie
Not for me personally.
Nah, I really like him, but
What about Ben Simmons?
nah.
Okay, 16, 79, not enough.
He
All
got,
right.
he got a long way to go. He got to get a jump shot, man.
like all NBA, like it means you're one of the top 15.
Okay.
He has a glaring hole in his game that
Okay.
keeps him out of that.
Mad at that. So playoff preview, real quick, fellas, because the playoffs are starting soon this weekend. Who do you think? I know the seeding is not set yet, but who do we think will be the most intriguing first round matchup? I'm gonna start off first. Or if there's a team that can upset a higher seed, I think the most intriguing first round matchup, if it happens, will be the Rockets versus Clippers. I think, me personally, because for me personally, there's a lot invested in that series. It's Chris Paul going back to LA. Doc Rivers in there, is Harden in there. There's a lot of bad blood in between. There's Austin Rivers also returning over there to Clippers. Patrick Beverly, Montrez. There's a lot of happening, and I might be over there to go see that game. So that to me is the most intriguing matchup if it does happen for me personally. Damo, what about you?
No, I hope it doesn't happen because I want to save that for the second round.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, it's OKC and Houston. And I feel like they can beat Houston.
You really think? Okay,
But you know the crazy thing about it is
better stop.
they're almost pretty even because four of those out of the two teams, 4 players is in the tops in steals in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Paul, Harden,
Harden,
Paul George, and
Russ.
Westbrook. They're the top 4 in steals. So
They are the
it's
top
going
4.
to be kind of interesting, man.
No, it will be an interesting matchup. Do you think so?
But I feel like the defense, Oklahoma City will win off of defense.
So you think Oklahoma City is going to beat Houston
I
in
think
the
they could clamp
series?
them down. I think they could clamp them down. Your boy
Reem.
going to catch a hamstring attack.
Here we
Mr.
go.
Brody.
Come on, man.
Here we go. Remo.
I actually did like that matchup as well, but I think I would like to really see Detroit and Milwaukee. To really
I
see-
really like that series.
I really want to see what Milwaukee has. Like if they have,
You don't believe him yet?
because they've, with Giannis, have they ever been out the first round?
No. Nope.
So I want to see like
This is his
Just a
year.
little light
it's
test.
a different season.
This is his year to get out
So,
the first round. He
you know
got to
what I'm
get to
saying?
the conference finals to validate if he gets an MVP or not.
Playoffs is what matters.
It is.
We've seen Toronto number 1 and then a dud in the playoffs. So I don't
You know what's crazy? I see Blake doing some damage in a series like that. Detroit and Milwaukee. I see Blake giving them some 30 and 7 and 6, 37 and 7, something like that. And big boy Drummond, he can move. He can move Brook Lopez.
And the issue that I see I want to see what Giannis comes out in the playoffs. That no jump shot thing that we were talking about
he shooting
all
a three
episode.
now, though.
He's attempting.
It's not he's attempting.
He's attempting.
I've seen a lot of
In that
air
Philly
balls.
game, he made a few.
I've seen a lot of air balls go up.
I've seen those too. I definitely have.
He's doing more than Ben Simmons.
I'm just saying. But in the playoffs is a different animal.
Finals.
I
Go
got
ahead.
another series that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
The Portland Trailblazers and the Utah Jazz. I
That's
think
also
that
an
would be
intriguing
a
one.
very interesting series there. Seeing Donovan Mitchell and Dame go at it.
That one is a toss up.
That would have been interesting if
Nurkic didn't go down, right?
I know. I mean, Kanter does
see-
fill in well. But
he doesn't defend at all though.
who do y'all have in that series? Portland and Utah.
It's tough.
That's tough.
It
tough one.
depends if CJ's back. If CJ's
CJ is back.
he's back.
But he played limited minutes.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. But the playoffs are this week, so you only had a few days.
I think I might go with Portland.
In 7.
Yeah.
If they have, because they're gonna have home
still
court.
upset about last year. He's gonna come out on.
I got Portland in that series. Portland in a game 7 in that series.
I got 7 games in that.
I got faith in Dame because he got to show out. He's on
make up for last year.
Yeah, his pressure cooker. He's at a 5 and put up a shut up, man. Like, he can't get swept ever again. That's disrespectful if he does. So I think that's a very intriguing matchup. But I really want OKC to play Golden State in that first round. That would be nice.
What about
You just want Golden State out the way.
I do.
what about Brooklyn and the
I do.
Sixers? Brooklyn on the low plays the Sixers really well.
Lois and Keys, that's very intriguing,
they
man.
Played them really well.
They
I went
do.
to the game last year when they played the Sixers, and they almost beat them.
They played them well this year. They really do. I'm not gonna lie because they have the defenders for them.
They're gonna put them to the test.
I'm gonna have to go to one of them games too. That's gonna be interesting. Oh, man, fellas. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say finals predictions before we move on from here.
You want to go all the way with the
I want to go. Put them on wax. Put on wax. I'm gonna put mine on wax right now. I mean, you know I got. Ain't no toss up for me.
Put me on the spot.
Finals predictions, fellas. I'm gonna put it on wax. I got the Houston Rockets. See you in June in the NBA Finals as the NBA champions against. This one really tore me in the East because I really don't know. But I think if everyone comes back the way they should, hopefully by the second round, I'm gonna go to Milwaukee Bucks. I think there's gonna be a Bucks versus Rockets finals this year because I got faith in Giannis that he will put up this year. And I think if they play the Celtics in the second round, I think they could do something. I'm pulling on my heartstrings with the Bucks, but they gotta have Browning back, and I gotta see Mirotic back. That's the only reason I'm a little bit scared about that pick. But if they're back by the second round, I got the Bucks and the Rockets in the finals. I see them faces. Damo, go to you. Finals prediction. Who you got? On wax.
Man, first of all, we all know who's going to win the championship, realistically.
There we go.
Golden State is going to win the championship.
Here we go.
Who they going against now? That's the problem for me. That was hard for me to find.
East is tough.
Out. But, man.
I know.
Because it's like the 3 teams, Bucks, Raptors, and Philly, they each got a weakness.
They all got a weakness. They all evenly matched, those top 4.
I got Philly, man. I got Philly going to the finals. I got Philly going to the finals, man. They got a nice starting 5, a legit starting 5. They play like how Boston was supposed to be playing.
I know. I'm scared of Philly though, man. They're the most topsy-turvy team. They can go really high or really low.
Show out this year.
I think he really can.
Carry them.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at the Sixers.
And we all know the Raptors. I just don't believe in them, man.
Even with Kawhi. I think the Raptors are a lot better this year, though.
They are definitely a lot better.
I believe in Kawhi. I don't believe in Lowry. Remo.
We don't know what we don't know what Kawhi's head is at. We don't know what his head is at. We don't know if he want to stay there or if he want to leave. That's why I wouldn't give it to the Raptors.
Remo.
You just had to put me in the hot seat.
I'm
gonna start with the East. I think coming out the East, I think the Boston Celtics are gonna get it together. I think they're gonna figure it out. Hayward is playing way better. And then in the West, statistically, I'm gonna have to go with Golden State.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna have to.
Slide, man.
I'm gonna have to.
This guy said statistically.
They have more.
What does that mean?
What they play for. This is what they play for all season. The season doesn't really matter to them. And they got 5 superstar players in the starting lineup. Come on.
Son, it's the Rockets' year. I'm telling you, we're deep.
All right.
10 or 11 deep. You don't think that we could beat the Warriors in a series when we already beat them 3 out of 4?
Do you hear the anger in his
We
voice?
already beat them.
Do you hear it? Do you hear it?
I wish I had an R. Kelly sound effect.
Jesus.
KD is a different animal, man.
He is. And we faced him last year. He was there last year.
I believe in the Rockets.
I believe in the Rockets 100%.
To this day.
Damn, I need that to this day.
All right, but listen.
Rockets,
The only reason I like the Rockets. I love the Rockets actually. I like watching them. They're deep. I don't trust the Pringles man.
I mean, that's Achilles heel.
That's
I
one.
hear you there.
And,
I hear that.
and if you make the plan to try to lock down Harden, I can't say who's going to be my second scorer over there. And that's for D'Antoni to adjust now, and I don't see him doing that.
Well, D'Antoni doesn't make adjustments. It's really Chris Paul making adjustments. Honestly, Chris Paul is the coach on the floor, and he makes adjustments.
I just feel like, I feel like Houston relies on the three too much. And I just feel like that's going to kill them again. Golden State don't have to rely on the three. They could kill you inside, mid-range, and on the outside.
Houston doesn't have to rely on the three. They choose to shoot the three.
That's the problem.
Yeah, but they choose to shoot it. Sometimes they go in and sometimes it doesn't, but they're better defensively. They're the second best defensive team in the league since the All-Star break. Number 2.
I just feel like they're going to have...
We got perimeter defenders.
They're going to have that one bad game because they're pretty much going to line up with Golden State.
But the thing is that with Golden State, we force Golden State to play our way of basketball. And that's a problem. We're one of the few teams that can force Golden State and make them a little bit uncomfortable. And I think that with Boogie there, I think the more shots that Boogie takes, the less shots that Steph Curry takes, the less shots that Klay Thompson takes, the less shots that Kevin Durant takes. If Boogie's taking 20 shots, that's 20 shots away from those boys. And to me, I like that because those are 2s over 3s. And I'll take it if I'm the Rockets. And I think that Capella could defend him. I'm not that worried about Boogie Cousins at all. I'm not worried about Draymond at all. And Boogie Cousins, I'm not that worried. I'm worried about KD, I'm worried about Klay, and I'm worried about Steph. And the more shots they taking, the less shots those guys are going to be taking. And then they're going to become just average great scorers because there's not going to be as many opportunities for them to be the players that we know they are. There's not going to be a Steph 50-point game because you got to take enough shots to get 50.
I love when you talk about Houston.
Hey, man.
He gets so angry.
Yeah, I'm here. Listen, I'm here. Next episode, I'm wearing a jersey. I'm here. Crossover segment, fellas.
Not a game. We talking about practice.
To close out the show, season awards. Throwing out player comparisons. Our brothers asked the GM and they tell me who they would take out of the 2 in their prime if they were building a team. I got 2 on the table. Are you taking a prime Lou Willville or a prime Ben Gordon? Think about Ben Gordon. Chicago Bulls, UConn. Ooh, think about it. Look at the career stats, fellas. It's so identical. It's ridiculous. Ben Gordon, 14 points per game. Lou Will, 14 points per game. 2 rebounds for both. Two assists for Ben, 3 assists for Lou Willville, 43% from the floor, 42% from the floor for Lou Willville, 1-time 6th man of the year for Ben Gordon, 2-time 6th man of the year for Lou Willville. I see both of y'all faces right now. Talk to me.
Talk about it.
Talk to me. Who wants it first? Ben Gordon or Lou Willville?
I'll go first.
Damo, who you got, brother?
That's a very interesting one, man.
Think about Ben Gordon.
Oh, I know Ben Gordon very well. Man. I'm trying to figure out who I would go. Man, that's tough.
Both of them tough scorers. Same size too, similar size, similar skill set. Both could score easily.
I think I'm
look at Reem.
I'm gonna go with Ben Gordon, man.
Oh,
I'm gonna go with Ben Gordon.
Okay.
At his time, it was kind of his team. He was the man.
He was the leading scorer off the bench.
Lou Willville never really, got a chance to be that guy.
Right now, he's averaging 24, 23.
As a starter. Ben Gordon was a starter at one point. It was him, Nucioni.
Andres.
I think they had like a legit 4 on that team back then. But
we're struggling.
I'm gonna go with Ben Gordon, man. That was one of the toughest ones I ever gotten on above the rim, man. I'll give you that one.
Remo, who you got, brother?
I'm so glad you went first. But I'm gonna have to go with Lou Will.
Tell me why. Sweet Lou.
I think he just embraced that role so much. And you know what you're going to get from him out of that role. And me bringing him in and, I'm giving you the reins for the second unit. just like Lowell.
Yo, their games are
That's
very identical.
The numbers are crazy though.
I can't believe how I thought of Ben Gordon. I was like, who can I compare Lowell to? I was like, oh, I popped in my head today.
That might be one of the toughest ones.
But I think.
I really can't decide on. I really can't decide on that.
So
the games are very similar.
I guess I gotta break this tiebreaker then.
You gotta break that tiebreaker, man.
I'm going Ben Gordon, fellas. I'm going Ben Gordon.
I don't even know why I picked Ben Gordon.
It's so tough. I gotta give it to Ben Gordon because he had multiple seasons averaging over 20 off the bench. He won the Sixth Man of the Year his rookie season. He won the Sixth Man of the Year. The first time and the only time it's ever been done that a Sixth Man of the Year was by a rookie. And when he was on them Bulls team, he was getting you over 20. And remember when they had a couple of those...
the Boston Killer.
The Boston Killer. I was about to say, in those Boston series, he used to light us up for 50 so many times against Ray Allen and Rajon. He used to kill Rajon Rondo all the time, matter of fact. And Ben Gordon, man, it's really tough. And because I got a soft spot for Ben because of UConn, my favorite college, and when he did win that tournament, champion, and I got a soft spot for UConn guys, but Louisville is my guy too, man. I really like Louisville. I shout out Louisville anywhere, man. It's tough, but Ben Gordon by the slightest hair, slightest hair. I'm going Ben Gordon. Tough.
Can't be mad at that, man. Those their games are very identical. I can't point out what they do different.
Nah. They both dynamite scores. I think Ben Gordon is probably a better 3-point shooter, maybe.
I don't know, because Lou will be pulling up too.
He do. With game winners.
Lou got better handle.
They're both clutch.
Yeah.
They both clutch. Think about it. They both clutch.
I mean, Ben Gordon is a little more beefier.
Yeah.
Pause.
He was a little bit bigger. Word. So moving on, fellas. Are you taking a prime Paul Pierce? He's been much in the news. Paul Pierce. I'm not going no D-Wade.
He has an argument, though.
He does have an argument, but I'm going D-Wade in that. Paul Pierce or prime Vince Carter. I'll give you the career stats. Paul Pierce, 19 points per game, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 44% from the floor, 1-time champ, 1-time finals MVP, 10-time All-Star. Vince Carter, 17 points per game, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 43% from the floor, 8-time All-Star and Rookie of the Year. Remo, I'm going to start with you. Got prime Paul Pierce, prime Vince Carter. Building the squad. Who you taking?
Aside from the highlight factory, I'm going to go with Paul Pierce.
Tell me why.
I just think at one point in time, Paul Pierce had that it factor to want the ball at the end of the game. Where I felt, I was always mad at Vince Carter because he never played with fire to me. Like towards the end of the game. And, that's...
He's got a lot of game winners.
He do.
No, I mean...
Vince Carter was clutch.
I mean, over a career, he just...
I almost forgot.
He made me mad sometimes because he never played with that anger, that passionate Kobe Bryant type of feel. I never really seen it come out of him.
He was a little lackadaisical, I guess?
Maybe because it came so natural to him that he was jumping over everybody. But, as far as, willing his team with passion... Never really seen it out of him. And for Paul Pierce to be not as athletic, he found a way to win. And, that's why,
Okay.
Go.
Damo, who you taking, brother?
I think he's been a little too harsh on VC. But I'm going to have to go with the truth as well. Not being biased because he is one of my favorite players. But
I forgot about that. You like Paul Pierce.
I like Paul Pierce, man. I'm going to go with him because I feel like I can't really even say it because their games are kind of identical in a way too.
Saying. It's a matter of preference.
Paul Pierce he can back you down. He can get a little fadeaway shot. VC can do the same thing. VC just a little more athletic. But I'm gonna go with Paul Pierce, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Paul Pierce.
So I gotta school you fellas. I'm going Vince Carter on this one. I'm going Vince Carter. I think to me, it was tough too, but I think to me Vince Carter is the more dynamic player to me because of his athletic ability. I guess you can say that. But to me, I feel like I'm getting a little bit more with Vince Carter. Even though I feel like Vince Carter is still a underrated scorer all time because I feel like he's not even mentioned when it comes to like maybe the top 10 scorers all time or top
Shooting guards?
Top 20.
top 20. I consider Vince a top 10 scorer all time. To me, if you go
He's
Yeah.
right. He's like right below Melo.
Melo, I got top 5.
But
So
I
I
mean,
got-
I mean, his numbers
Must
wise.
we-
Well, numbers wise, yeah, they're very similar numbers wise.
Scoring?
I got Vince Carter as a top 10 scorer. I got to see the list again, top 10 and top 15. But I really
a
think
lot of great scores.
there was a lot of great scores, and Vince Carter was one of them. He was one of them. So I feel like I got him as a better scorer than Paul Pierce in my rankings. To me, Vince Carter's a better scorer. I don't care if Paul Pierce has more points, which I don't even think he does. I think Vince Carter's higher than him. I don't know.
No, I definitely believe Paul.
Think
Pierce
Paul
has
Pierce is
more.
higher?
Yeah,
Could be. But
he's been a solid 24, 25.
But then he had a lot of years, the last 5 or 6
The
years.
last 5 or 6,
But
but
that
Vince
bring-
Carter's been like that for the last 8.
He's been, yeah, that's true. That is true. That is true. But he's still getting you like what 11 points per game or something like that. It's still decent for a 40-year-old. I think he's giving you
I
10.
don't think he's giving. He was
No,
last
that's too
year
much.
He was.
Okay, too much. Maybe
This
7.
year, I think I don't
More like
think he's
7.
doing that much.
I know he plays like 20 minutes tonight, but I don't care. I'm taking Vince Carter over Paul Pierce. To me, I want a more dynamic player, and I think Vince Carter was a better shooter to me personally. So
A better shooter?
I think he's a better shooter to me. Better 3-point shooter.
Paul Pierce had that nice mid-range at the top of the key.
He did. He was clutch
That
too.
was automatic. Step back, automatic.
He did. He had that little broken foot step back. He did have that little slow broken ass. He could have it. He could have it, but
It was
I'm-
effective.
And he
It
was
was.
sneaky athletic. He'll dunk on you too.
He was. I mean, he had some battles with Al Harrington. You know, come on, man. Come on, man.
Oh man.
Come on,
All
man.
right, yeah, but hey, man.
I got double P, man.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. So, fellas, you know we in for a hell of a playoff ride.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
I'm ready, man.
You know y'all fellas got to come back for another playoff round table.
Definitely.
And are you seeing any upsets or anything like that in the first round, or you keeping a higher seed first round?
I think I don't know. It's pretty much set to me. I just don't believe in the Nuggets. I don't know.
Oh, I never believed in Nuggets, but I know a lot. Wait, do you believe in the Nuggets? You're a Nuggets guy?
Nuggets? Not if they're going against OKC.
If they go against OKC, I'm picking OKC. If they're going against
If
San
they go against
Antonio,
San Antonio, they could. I think they could beat them.
but San Antonio's beating them, I think, more times than they've beaten them this year, I believe. Popovich has a nice game plan for Jokic.
You know, low key, I wouldn't be surprised if Indiana knock out Boston if they meet.
Wow. Now that'll be a hot take. You really got an Indiana fetish, yo. What's up with this dude in Indiana?
Yo, I wouldn't be surprised if they have Boston discombobulate over there.
I mean, that would be an all-time fail.
We believe.
That'll be interesting, man. That'll be interesting. Appreciate you fellas for joining me, man, once again for another episode 90, fellas. The playoffs about to be sticky, man. I must have started getting into the season episodes, doing stuff like that, so that's about to be more interesting as well. So, family, that's Above the Rim, episode 90, and we out.